Welcome to the Thin Within podcast, the show for women who want mental secrets for weight loss mastery. I'm your host, Marna Thal. I'm the owner of thinwithin.com, and I'm here to give you the inside scoop on how to lose weight by mastering your inner game. Diets never worked for me long term, and if you're like 95% of the rest of the human race, they haven't worked long term for you either. Every week, I'll give you tools, techniques, and resources you need to actually succeed in using the power of your mind to lose weight. I can't wait to teach you another mental secret, so let's dive right in. Well, hello, everybody. I am so happy to be back. Today, I want to talk to you about how to use your intuition to lose weight. I am thrilled to be back and connected with all of you today. For those of you who don't know, I had a breakthrough COVID case that I am still enjoying, not very much. And I gave it to my husband. And then about a week into my quarantine, my kids looked at me and said, "Mom, we want hugs." So I let my guard down and I just figured, you know what? I just have to give them a hug. So they now have COVID too. So I have given officially my entire family COVID. And we are all navigating this week with quarantining and healing up with COVID. Now, I'm not certain where I got COVID, but I have a sneaking suspicion that I got it when I was at Dave & Buster's for my son's birthday. We wanted to do something really fun for him and different for him since last year we didn't do much because of COVID. And so we took him to Dave & Buster's. It's a place he had never been before. I hadn't been in years. You can even see a picture of him on my Facebook page of him after we went with his ball and all the silly things he got. We first ate dinner, and then we went to the game area where I was shocked to see so many kids under 12 without masks. And I knew in my body, I just didn't feel comfortable with it, but I was so torn. I wanted to make my son happy, and I loved watching his eyes just light up at the sheer vision of the games. It made me feel so happy. And so I found myself, even though my intuition said no, I let my guard down. I let my intuition that something just didn't feel right go. And I went with what would make him happiest. And turning back at the time felt like I would disappoint him terribly. And I just didn't want to do that. So my intuition said one thing, but I took a different direction. Now, can you relate? Can you relate foregoing your intuition for the good of others? As mothers and grandmothers and friends and parts of families, you might find that you do this all the time for the benefit of someone else. Because you love somebody, we care for others, and we sometimes let our intuition go at the benefit of others. But oftentimes our intuition, when we listen to it, will give us that internal nudge to go a direction that feels the best. Intuition, when we look at what is it? It's that gut feeling, that hunch that appears quickly in our mind and our body that says, go this direction. And we don't even know why. It's when you just know something without any analytics or reasoning. You just know it. And it sort of bridges the gap between the conscious and your unconscious parts of your mind. So it occurred to me to think about the areas of my life where I'm strongly connected to my intuition and where I'm not as strong. Food has been an interesting piece for me. For so long, I looked outside of myself for that bright, shiny diet that would solve my weight frustrations. I felt that because I had gained weight, there had to be someone or something else that could cure me and make me tiny. And I looked outside of myself and trusted that others would know better than me. I'm sure you've done that too. I figured others would know what to do or how I should eat or what I should eat. And yes, there are experts and nutritionists that give you their formulaic ideas, just like I give all of you my ideas as well. And in studying the naturally thin for over 24 years, I can tell you that the brilliance that they all shared with me is that they listen to their bodies to stay healthy and lean. They listen. They eat by honoring what their body wants and what their body needs. They do this by feeling into their body signals, and they eat foods that work best for their bodies. Foods that don't work well in their bodies, they replace with a different taste, different texture, or they get rid of permanently. They intuitively know just by listening, just by listening to what foods work well in their bodies and which don't, what to eat and how to eat. They listen to their bodies, intuition for hunger, for when to start a meal, when to stop a meal, staying connected to their bodies during the meal. And when other people encourage them to eat, they just tune in and listen. So I thought about you today. How are you doing with listening and honoring your body? Listening to when you've had enough food, listening to your body's need for protein, fat, carbs, listening to when your body eats something and it just doesn't feel good. How are you doing at listening to what foods to eat and where to go to eat those foods? Listening to the gap between where your conscious and unconscious parts of your mind knows and feels is right for you. Because no matter what program you do, who you listen to, or what you believe, do a gut check. Make sure this feels right for you. You make sure that you are guiding your process, listening to your intuition. Is this something that will fit into your life for a long time? Is this something that feels good to you? For some of you who've done the Way Down workshop, one of the things I noticed when watching the documentary is how many people didn't listen to what felt okay when doing the Way Down, what felt right, what felt comfortable. I've had so many clients come to me after that, after doing Way Down and going, something did not feel right to me. I was made to feel guilty, ashamed for overeating, for eating more than my body needed. And I am not villainizing anybody or anything. What I am saying is that listen. Listen to your gut. Listen to what feels right and what feels good in your body. And if you feel like you can't trust your gut because maybe, perhaps in the past, it's led you astray, start reminding yourself, showing yourself when your gut leads you down the right path, whether it's driving down a different road and you say, oh, I'm just going to take this right instead of going straight. And all of a sudden you miss an accident. Whether it's you telling your kiddo to turn around and find other options for a fun birthday celebration, or you choose a food item that works really well in your body. If you don't trust your intuition, you can start showing your mind where it's making good choices, how it's making good choices, reminding your brain that it has this incredible ability to trust, listen, and honor. And reminding yourself when you do that, when it works out really well, let it be that beautiful internal measuring stick for you. Listen to it, honor it. When that internal voice says, uh-oh, nope, turn around. It's not always easy to do, especially in the face of other people, but it will help you on your journey with life to lose weight, stay healthy, and keeping you from doing what doesn't feel good and what's out of integrity for you and your body and your mind and your health. So I leave you with this today. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your body. Your body has been developed and created to allow you and give you incredible signals. You listen every single day to the signal of going to the bathroom. What about listening to the internal signals that your body has to reveal to you, share with you about your need for food? What foods will work well for your body? What foods give you energy versus what foods make you fall asleep and create inflammation? Listen. And if you need help in starting to listen to your body and build in your intuition, we're only at day 2 of the 30-day challenge. There's still time for you to register. I will have a link in the show notes. And if you want an easy way to remember, just go to thinwithin/30 days. Thinwithin/30 days. All right, everybody. Have yourself an amazing day and listen to your intuition.